So update 4.3 for My Singing Monsters came out yesterday, which was Wednesday the 15th of May, and it's pretty good. It added new costumes, new decorations, the seasonal event of Perplex Boar, so you can get that skin for free for a while on Fire Oasis. It added Epic Spirit, it added the Fire Oasis common woobooks, it added Mimic, finally, and it added the map. Now, I'm going to be talking about these features in order of how I listed them, I guess. So first is costumes. Now, the costumes are pretty good, especially for like Trouble and people like that. But I don't really see the point of costumes. They're overpriced and also rare to get from breeding. So, I mean, there's only one costume that I actually like, and it's the one Deej costume where his speakers become crystals, and that's like the only costume I like. And then new decorations, again, just overpriced. I don't see the point of it. There is a really cool one. I forget the name of it, but I'll put it up right there. Next is Epic Spirit. It is based on your super ego, which is like the good side, the angel on your shoulder. And I mean, he's pretty cool. He's much more muscular than I am, obviously. And Epic Seasonals obviously get unique animations, and his animations are fine, I guess. I just really like, you know, how Common and Rare Spirit kind of lift up their hat and like, huzzah, instead of huzzah! You know, it's just a little picky thing I have. And then Fire Oasis common woobooks. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with this. I love it because it sounds so good whenever it plays. It makes the song feel so much more alive. But I also hate it because of that. All the sections it's not in, other than like the final section with Waddle, they feel so empty now. And like, obviously the song already felt empty, but now in the sections woobooks is not in, it just feels so much more empty. So, Big Blue Bubble, you're gonna need to pump out these rare and epic fire monsters so we can get rare and epic woobooks for Fire Oasis. Please! I'm begging you. And then we have Mimic, who the sounds the community loves and I also love. I feel like they could have done very different sounds, but they did fix certain sections of the song that the seasonals quote-unquote ruined. I think the seasonals are fine in their parts, but Mimic did add a lot to the parts that they had already. Like, Spirit only played during the first part of the song, and then, you know, stopped. Mimic filled in that gap, which is really cool. And then Mimic also played a duet with Gobbledygord, which is, like, super cool, and I really love the doo-hoo sound he makes. It's just so unexpected and so hilarious. But I feel like he could have done something with Mammoth or whatever, like kind of similar to what he did in Dawn of Fire, where instead of trying to make, you know, bird sounds, he tries to, you know, mimic the monster and like mimic what they do, like how they sing, but in like this voice that keeps cracking. Like Mammoth goes bum 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 bum. Mimic could have done something where like Mammoth does that first one, or like just the first part of the song he does this track, and then waits for the first bum 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 bum, and then starts duetting with Mammoth where he goes dum 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 dum.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. I might make my own version of Mimic on Fire Oasis at some point, so probably stay tuned for that. It's gonna be fun. Speaking of songs to tune in for, I have a couple of acapella covers of islands that I'm working on. Right now is Ethereal Workshop. You can go check my BandLab. I'll probably have it linked in the description if you want to see that when it comes out. immediately, because once it comes out, then I have to like edit it into a video to post here. But we're getting off topic. Mimic, really good, expensive, and for some reason only available for a limited time, even though, you know, he's not even on Amber. And the monsters that were put onto the magical islands and also to Fire Haven for fire expansion were, you know, their availability in those shops are tied to their availability on Amber Island. But Mimic is not on Amber Island, so I feel like he should be able to be bought any time of the year, just sometimes going on sale for half off, like in Perplexplore. That is a hard word to say. Thank you, Monster Handlers, for naming the seasonal event that. And finally, we have the map. Now, the donut wheel carousel was obviously very tedious if you click the arrows, but you could easily just like, you know, click and drag or tap and drag and get around really fast. And on my computer right here, oh crap, I hit something. On my computer right here, I would use the scroll wheel to just, I go to an island, I collect everything that's needed, then I click the map, then I scroll down, then I click go to the island, I wait for it to load, and everything. But now with the new map, there's a loading time into the map, which I hate. It makes it just feel so much more tedious to go throughout my daily rounds, but I do like the map. It is really intuitive. I just wish the loading time would be less or non-existent. I understand why there needs to be a loading time, because there's all these mechanics and these graphics, and also there's background music to it, so they have to completely like stop loading the island's music and start loading that music. But I feel like there should be an option to just go back to the old map so you can have like easier gameplay. And also, you know, apparently it's been crashing on some people's systems, like MPG. I watched this video that he released today about the update, and he crashed like 3 or 4 times going into the map, which is bad. But the map is really good, and obviously they put so much effort into it, but I would just like an option to just go back to the old map to see, or to be able to have smoother gameplay. Now, one thing I forgot to mention at the start of this rant was island intros, which should play whenever you unlock an island. Now, players like me who have already unlocked all the islands, well, I haven't unlocked 4 out of 5 mirror islands, but I've unlocked every regular island. We have to get the full experience of the intro, we have to mute all our monsters, mute the castle base, and unmute ambience if we have it muted, which I do because sometimes I like to just be in the game, my singing monsters, and then just go to an island where I don't have any monsters on it. Like Celestial, I don't have any Celestials awakened, but I just sometimes go to that and then just like click off the program or the game to just watch YouTube or talk with my friends or whatever, but I'm like still in the game because I'm gonna return to it soon. But yeah, we have to mute all the monsters and then mute the castle base and probably possibly close the colossal eye, which takes so long, by the way. That animation is so tediously long. But yeah, then you have to unmute the ambience if you haven't muted like me. And then you have to go into the info for the island and click the intro button. And then you have to, you know, see the intro to get the full intro experience of what it'd be like to unlock the island for the first time. Yay! But it is a really good addition for newer players. It makes the game feel much more live and have, like, more rewards for, you know, buying a new island or discovering a new island, like if it's tied to an XP level and not a price point. It's pretty cool. It's a really good idea, and the effort they put into the animation is definitely a lot, because they have to animate each one of those individual eggs going into the thing. I'll put the animation for like Magical Nexus or whatever, because, you know, that's my favorite island, up on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Well, Magical Nexus is not really my favorite island. It's tied with Ethereal Workshop, because they just have some of the best songs. But you get my point. Like, that animation obviously took so much time, and they obviously, once they had like the initial animation, they could just replace assets with others. But still, to do it for each island is insane, and they've obviously been working on this update for a long time, especially with like the map was like announced last year or something, and we had to wait till now. We had to wait like half a year for it. But yeah, it's a really good update. Overall, Mimic could have done better. Also, Mimic should be on more islands. Bye!